Team Heretics won and made it to the grand final, and they did so playing some of the best Valorant, I think, particularly in the first map of Icebox that I've seen in some time. And we're going to take a look at the second half here. It was 7-5 to Team Heretics at the break, and they come up with a really good plan for the pistol round. That's where we're going to start. And on their pistol round, Lev do a lot of this. I've seen this pistol round from them a lot, where it's a 4-stack on A. They just have Tex playing over here towards B, deep alarm, but deep turret over here. And this anti-strat that Heretics come up with is kind of perfect.
Was Team Heretics getting in the faces of Lev and stopping anything from developing. So here, is Lev going to be able to get away with their game plan again? Already very aggressive contact play.
Taste of their own medicine perhaps here. Heretics are going to have a horrible surprise. They've heard the jump spot, but look who's waiting. Boo, they're aware. And now they're very aware, and it's an effective trade for Heretics. Boo, breaking the backs of Leviathan with 2 quick kills.
Yeah, so this is an interesting idea from Team Heretics, right? Because when you see this pistol round from Lev, and you kind of know that it's coming because they tend to do this pistol round on defense, you know, you have some choices, right? You might think, well, let's just go to B, right? Let's just walk up B and just go B and, you know, take a lot of space. We know this guy's often alone. You know, let's just do that, right? Like, that's one way of doing it, but I think that the way that they go about it, you know, it's a bit more surprising, to be honest, and also you can threaten like you're doing this anyway, right, without actually doing it, because Lev don't know, right? So Lev at this point don't know, so they kind of have to stop pushing this, and yes, the dart gets destroyed, but it's just a really nice idea from them, and okay, it only gets into a 3v2 here. But they were pretty much always going to, unless Lev hit some insane shots, they were always going to end up in a good spot. And now you see they're going to drone here and they actually spot both players, right? So we spot the Killjoy, we spot the Sova jumping away. But now also you're just going to see how ready they are for pretty much whatever Lev are going to do.
Tex now. Oh, they run him like an absolute bug. Heretics!
So that was the anti-strat there from Team Heretics, but also I think that they just had a very good game plan coming into Icebox as well of what Lev were going to do and really kind of punishing the way Lev play with the comp that Lev have. So here you're going to see again an aggressive stack towards A from Leviathan, again another popular idea that they go for, and we're instead going to come into and pressure B, right? And so we're going to use our Neon here in a second for Team Heretics. I'm going to take some space out towards B whilst Leviathan on here. The harbor wall will come across, but we're patient, right? We're just going to be patient, and we do this dart to scan back towards yellow. Now we put up the neon wall, and so, okay, this dart doesn't see anyone, you know, out here early, so we're going to put up the wall, cross across, and get across here, right? And we know that Leviathan are a team that like to re-clear spaces. You know, we've seen them being aggressive on here over towards A, so I would argue here, Lev, as you're going to see, probably get a bit too aggressive considering they have this control. Right, so keep this in mind that you have kind of deep array control, so maybe we don't need to do this if we're Leviathan so aggressively, but that's the thing. Team Heretics had just a very good read and were on the same page and knew what was coming next from Leviathan, and so we're able to punish it.
That neon wall, they just cross, they disrespect it, they get in there. Benji still alert to that A push. Right now,
Still waiting.
4 versus 3 on this B site though. This is in favor of Team Heretics.
Yeah, Benji's starting to lean a little closer though, just in case. The minute we wait on the drop for the wall, he's going to get one. The trades are so good. Great spacing from Heretics here. High Dizzy off the back, and Rien's want to try and make it uncomfortable on the side. Mazzino trying to dodge above and around as best he could. Support's on the way, but it's far away. Tex taking the long rotation.
Okay, so nice there from Team Heretics, but now we're in a 4v3. This is still a winnable situation for Lev, but again, the way that Heretics play this, they don't make it winnable for them, right? You're going to see we're going to get the harbor wall out here from Mazzino that kind of splits up the players. They instantly put up their Viper wall here in response to Heretics, and that's to get all of their players here. Right, they're trying to get ahead of the wall and be as a team, right? So you're going to see that now Benji starts crossing this wall. And then when this alarm bot goes off here and you've got Tex on the flank, now, again, you just see Heretics, like how on it they were. Instantly, as soon as this happens, what you're going to see is, look at this. We're all now just going to push forward, right? We're not going to deal with this guy at all. We're just going to push forward. This wall's now not doing anything. This guy, we're just going to leave irrelevant. Really good stuff.
Hitting here, Tex. Gonna have to take the damage on this one, and Aspas already falling. It's Tex and Mazzino with the world against them. Heretics eyeing up that 11th. The composure is just perfect from them. Leaving Tex to try and walk this back. He's been noted. First one found. It'd be a 1v4 and nothing less. The clock is ticking. I'm already seeing Rien's sitting safe, sitting far away, making sure there's no naughtiness and there's not.
Then came a Lev timeout after that round. Now it's 11-7 to Heretics. But coming off the back of this timeout, they're going to come up with a sick idea.
That's not the start to a BO5 that you want. Team Heretics off the back of that
God.
timeout, the triple peek on
So we didn't fully catch it there, but that is absolutely disgusting what Team Heretics just did. So we're coming off a timeout, and it's become a more and more popular idea here for a Killjoy to throw a nanoswarm to the opposite Killjoy's turret. This happens a lot now in these Icebox games. Very popular idea, and so it's become a popular idea as well for the defenders at the start of the round, just to have someone around, you know, just to come and destroy the nanoswarm so that you can keep the turret here, right? So this has become a very popular idea. So this by Heretics is just insane. Well, we are going to throw the nanoswarm, and the timing of this as well, it must be said. So these guys literally, they are like tracking that nanoswarm themselves, looking for, okay, when is Mazzino going to destroy it? And then swinging out as a triple stack. So you see Mazzino here, he's now aiming at this nanoswarm. And obviously Mazzino sees the nanoswarm coming through the air as well. He's now looking at this whilst we're triple swinging, the orb isn't up. This is an insane idea off a timeout, and the execution of said idea, because this isn't a big window of when he's shooting this, right, and not looking the right way, is unbelievable and gets them that first kill. That is an unbelievable first kill from Team Heretics, and it's a great call off a timeout, and it's so perfectly executed as well, like unbelievably done so. And this is the thing, at this point in the game, they were just playing at this level where like no one could beat them. Right? No one can beat you when you're playing like this. And just like your timing is perfect and your teamwork is perfect, right? For instance, here, they get the right read. They start coming over towards B. They push Aspas back. And you're going to see, again, they're patient. They know what to do. Left start to rotate. As soon as left start to rotate, we rotate back, right? It's like we've got radar on or something, right? We pressured towards B when no one was there. Now we're coming back towards A after they've all moved. Like, it felt like they had radar on at this point in the round, right? And again, it's just going to be another really nice round and ending here for Team Heretics.
Team Heretics is going to back off, but right now, the rotation's in, and they might use that Hunter's Fury early to take them off the spike.
Mini Boo clears side out for them already. Hunter's Fury, normally Com is good for this. He's not getting his usual reward, and Aspas doesn't get his connection. It's Mini Boo showing control, keeping the site safe. Lockdown is in. Plant is there, however. Rien's looking for his man, looking for a body to drop. He finds it. Lets him loose. He'll give his life up, and he's done his damage. He'll accept his fate. He's basically given them 12. As now Com has to face the music, has to go and fight. Otherwise, he has to watch this round tick away in front of his eyes. And now a 1v4. Look at the angles, look at the positions. They're going to have to move towards this, though. He's going to get harmed. A great attempt, but not enough.
So again, you see we're being aggressive when we need to. We're pausing when we need to. We're going to the correct site all of the time. We're just in complete control. Like, everyone seems to understand where they are in the round and what they need to do to win it. And it just worked perfectly, right? And that's not easy to do in this game, right? There's a lot that happens in this game. But again, let's take a look at the last round as well, because it's more of the same, right? It's more of the same. Fast pressure towards B, create a lot of presence, create a lot of pressure. You see Lev, that kind of, you know, like, oh, there's a lot going on right now. You know, they do create a lot of pressure. Then we're going to get this wall out by Mazzino, and now they're going to slow down, right? Now we chill. Now we slow down. And again, now we're going to wait and pause. And again, it's clever by Team Heretics, because now in just a second, these guys are just going to big chill. They're going to do absolutely nothing for a while. And they're just going to wait for Benji to see what he can do, because they know that this is kind of where the majority of the players are. They've seen the Viper, they've seen the Jet. They know the Harbor has to be close because of this wall. Benji waits for this dart. The dart doesn't scan him. And now he starts to walk up, and he's going to push Com back. Right? And when he pushes Com back here, so he's just going to see him. He's not going to die. You know, we don't die in that fight, but we push Com back, and we just make them worry like, oh, this could be an A hit, right? So now we've pushed them back off A, and maybe the team's on their way, right? Maybe the team's on their way. But now we're going to do a B hit instead. So we make sure that some of these guys are separated and aren't going to move. We're going to now do a Gecko ult B hit with the Neon running the other side here of the Gecko ult. Really nice stuff.
What the player over, you can see Mazzino now worried about middle. They're causing all these doubts. And Heretics holds.
Not going yet.
And now we go. Do they clear back Yellow diligently? Yes, they do. That's going to be one man found. That's King down on his knees. Minibu carrying on his reign of terror. Gets down Aspas as well. The site now waving the banner of Heretics.
So again, really nice execution there from Team Heretics, right? The Gecko ult works really well. Aspas actually goes for a smoke here. And I think it does actually help Team Heretics. You're going to see it in just a second. So you see, as the kind of Gek ult is coming through, he then throws down this little smoke. But I actually think that kind of helps Boo here, you know, kind of just live whilst he's out here. And you see Mini Boo coming this way. Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, you had the little King had no chance here, right? He was always dead. And then Aspas trying to trade it. You see Boo's able to survive here. And even if Mazzino does manage to kill these guys who have come in through his wall right now, even if he does manage to kill these guys, doesn't matter because Boo, you know, survived in that smoke just there, so he was always dead as well, or to Mini Boo as well, and they just had no chance, right? And now 5v2, they're gonna close it out, and this was the thing, they just played kind of all of these kind of final rounds on Icebox just at a really, really high level.
Praying on miracles.
This last round of the map, seemingly Lev just going out with a whimper here, needing to crawl back and go the distance.
Last time they met, it was 15-13. A Leviathan win on this map. And the difference a couple days can make here. Heretics looking so goddamn lethal. Tex gives it a go, but that's all he can do. Has gone now in a 1v4. The time is up. This one's done. This has been a display of power. Message sent. Heretics are here today, and they mean business.